A very warm welcome to IDFC First Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 11. I'm Ritvika Gupta and you're watching our very special award series all through this week. Now every year we at Leaders of Tomorrow select India's sharpest and the most innovative path breakers across the nation and recognize them as the leaders of tomorrow. The theme for our awards this season, Innovate to Elevate, celebrates the spirit of innovation and growth within India's MSME sector. In this first part of our special 5-part series, we're going to give you a glimpse into how we put together this entire process. In the first segment, we'll take you through the rigorous pan-India screening by our esteemed grand jury members. And in the second segment, we are also going to bring you highlights from a powerful keynote address by our chief guest, Honourable Union Minister Shri Piyush Goyal.
The story of stunning success of India's MSME sector is the one that has resounded in the corporate corridors around the world. This sector has been the vital cog in the wheel of the Indian working relentlessly to build India. With 63.4 million units spread across the country, the MSME sector has become the backbone of the nation's economy, contributing significantly to India's GDP. And Leaders of Tomorrow, India's largest entrepreneurship platform. ET Now's very own landmark for all the news around SMEs, MSMEs and startups is here once again to honor those who turned dreams into reality and rose as true leaders. For 11 seasons, Leaders of Tomorrow has served as a beacon to SMEs and MSMEs, inspiring them to conquer new horizons. This year, we continue our journey with the theme Innovate to Elevate, honoring those who dared to reimagine the possibilities. Our awards are the testament to the spirit of innovation and growth. We have meticulously crafted categories that spotlight innovation as the driving force behind these remarkable journeys. After a 2-month-long nomination process, an illustrious jury comprised of eminent personalities from the industry undertook the momentous task of selecting this year's Leaders of Tomorrow. To maintain transparency, the eminent jury members shortlisted the top 3 nominees from each of the 19 categories based on quantitative evaluation, including financial statements, clarity of thought, innovation, and the business model. The top 3 shortlisted nominees from each category had the opportunity to present their innovation spark and business vision to the grand jury. And the illustrious jury of Leaders of Tomorrow Awards, who conscientiously selected the winners, are Harsh Mariwala, founder and chairman Marico, Dr. Niranjan Hiranandani, founder and MD Hiranandani Group of Companies, Arundhati Bhattacharya, chairperson and CEO Salesforce India, D. Shivakumar, operating partner Advent International, Neeta Lulla, couture and founder House of Neeta Lulla, Preeti Rathi Gupta, founder Lakshmi, Nikhil Vora, founder and CEO Sixth Sense Ventures, Ravi Saxena, co-founder and CEO Wonder Chef, Naiya Saggi, co-founder The Good Glam Group, Nilesh Lele, President Chamber for Advancement of Small and Medium Businesses, and Anurag Kedia, co-founder Pilgrim. The Leaders of Tomorrow Awards have become the definitive and most credible awards for small and medium enterprises today. And ET Now, in partnership with IDFC First Bank, paid tribute to India's evolving entrepreneurial landscape. Let's have a look at what they have to say about Leaders of Tomorrow as a platform.
I think it's a great initiative by ET Now, and it's a great boost to the morale and to the efforts that all the people who are participating and working hard in the sectors are getting awarded, and the accolades that they're getting through such a prestigious platform is absolutely wonderful.
It's been a very, very wide range of entrepreneurs we've had a chance to meet thanks to Leaders of Tomorrow, and I must say I'm blown away because number one, it gives me hope that India is so rich with such diverse and such multifaceted entrepreneurial talent. And I think the second thing that was really interesting was being part of the jury deliberations, because every jury member had a different aspect and a different sort of frame of mind and reference to bring into evaluating.
Indian entrepreneurship is almost at an all-time high. Almost every fifth guy in India is an entrepreneur in his mind. Obviously, very, very few guys really convert and become relevant and large. I think what we've seen today is entries of so many entrepreneurs in different aspects of the businesses and so on. And I think it's interesting where their journey is right now. Some of them will surely make the headway to become one of the more relevant entities of the future.
I think this is really a great initiative, and being here today has made me realize that there is so much of power, our Make in India as well as our MSME growing segment has so much potential. I think this highlights just that potential as well as powers them so that we are able to all focus much more. So I think an amazing idea, amazing initiative.
India is a country that has, I think, 7 million SMEs and MSMEs. Also, it's a very entrepreneurial country. It's a young country. And therefore, to have a platform where we can award the leaders of tomorrow, where we can identify them and then, really encourage them. I think it's a great idea because these are the sort of encouragements that, will ensure that we have a constant supply of people coming in with their new ideas.
I think it's a fantastic opportunity for entrepreneurs to get recognized at a national scale. And this award will go a long way boosting the morale of not just the entrepreneurs who have won, but also for the entire ecosystem.
I think extremely important for SMEs. All these segments require this kind of support. So a wonderful program of being able to assess all the ideas and thoughts which are now coming up in the country.
We need to give encouragement to small and medium scale enterprises. So I'm very happy that this initiative has been undertaken by the ET group, and the entries also are very interesting.
It's such a wonderful platform to encourage young minds, to encourage entrepreneurs. I'm happy to see entrepreneurs are not limited to just the 20-year-olds. There are segments where 35 plus entrepreneurs are also there, because they also have experience and want to start some things.
This is a great initiative, especially for the micro, small, medium enterprises domain, MSME. As we all know, more than 11 crore people are employed in the MSME sector. MSME also contributes almost more than 40% for exports as well as 40% to the manufacturing GDP.
It's time for a quick break. Here we'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 11 Award Special Edition with me, Ritvika Gupta. In this segment, our chief guest, Honourable Union Minister Shri Piyush Goyal, delivered a keynote address on innovation as a catalyst for growth. He spoke about how there is excitement about India globally and how India is ready to catapult into a $35 trillion economy in the next 24 years. Listen in.
The awards evening saw stakeholders from the government, the business fraternity and industry associations. Speaking on the occasion, Shri Piyush Goyal, Honourable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution and Textiles, Government of India, reiterated the importance of MSMEs as the unsung heroes of India and their immense contribution to the economy.
Really delighted to be a part of the 80 now Leaders of Tomorrow Awards. It's in its 11th edition, getting better and better. But as we saw our young 11-year-old daughter, sister, make India proud at the world stage, I personally believe this is one of the finest awards that has been instituted in India over the years by any media house. Because rarely do I attend an award where every one of the winners, by and large, is someone I've never heard of, I've never seen or met, and these unsung heroes of India are the ones who are going to be the leaders of tomorrow and make this country proud, make this country a developed nation, make this country a superpower. Big round of applause for all the winners. The unity and integrity of India and the fact that together as a nation, we think alike, we celebrate alike, we work as a family, we aspire collectively to make India a modern powerhouse of technology, new ideas, innovation, welfare for the less privileged, an inclusive and sustainable future for the people of India, all of which I am sure will culminate in making India truly the country to look up to, the country to invest in, the country to engage with. And I can tell you over the last few years, the interest and excitement that has been created across the globe to invest in India, to set up industry in India, to innovate in India, has truly been phenomenal. The last meeting just before I came here was with one of the most prominent investment houses of the United States of America. They keep giving us good ideas, and the Modi government, being a listening government, welcomes such ideas, welcomes new initiatives. And I'm happy to share with you that in the course of my conversations, when I was discussing what their investment plans were, they said we've invested about $13 billion so far. We expect to double it in the next 4 years, and then double the then figure after another in the next 4 years. So I said, what kind of investment horizon in terms of, and these are all long funds, what kind of an investment horizon would you have over 10 years? The figure was $50 billion, just one fund. That's the excitement about India today. The strong macroeconomic fundamentals of your nation, the fact that today we are the 5th largest economy of the world, having grown in the last 10 years from the 11th to the 5th largest, no more counted as a fragile 5 economy, which we were until 10 years ago. Solid foreign exchange reserves, $623 billion at the last count. Management of inflation appreciated across the globe. The lowest decadal inflation that the country has witnessed, possibly in independent India. Infrastructure being developed for public transport, massive investments in our ports, highways, railways, roads, inland waterways, digital connectivity, the power grid, becoming self-sufficient, and Atmanirbhar Bharat, a nation that can provide for itself, for its 1.4 billion Indians, and also serve the world from India. Make for the world from India. Design in India. I think we are at that cusp that comes in every nation's history that's going to define our future, that's going to catapult India into the trajectory of high growth for possibly at least 2 or 3 decades going forward, taking the economy from a $3.5 trillion economy to a $35 trillion economy in our Amrit Kal, the next 24 years now, 1 year gone by. And 1.4 billion Indians have collectively resolved to be a part of this growth story. I think the future of Bharat sits before me. I heard a little bit of the engagement that Sanjeev and the team were having with young thinkers, thought leaders, and entrepreneurs. And I can promise you, each one of you make us proud for all that you have achieved. My congratulations to each of the award winners, and I wish you well. I wish to see you as the leaders of tomorrow, as the persons who will contribute in big measure to the future of India. Today has been a momentous day. The Prime Minister not only launched the National Youth Festival in Nasik earlier in the morning, but the Atal Setu, the longest bridge in India at 21.8 kilometers in the sea, connecting the island city of Mumbai, my own city, to the mainland, is going to transform the future of Mumbai. And despite 2 years of COVID, we are delighted to see that project come up in a record time, a project which is going to connect Mumbai to Pune and the rest of the mainland cities, cutting down travel time by nearly 90%. Connectivity that we will see in Mumbai, along with a number of infrastructure projects, the metro lines, the upgradation of the railways, the new international airport coming up, collectively are going to redefine the future of India's financial capital, which also I think hosts ET now. I saw many of the award winners were people who have started off in the last 7, 8, 10 years. I saw companies from the logistics space, from the IT space, textiles, different sectors, drones, all of them coming up with brilliant ideas which will define our nation's development in the years to come. I'm very confident that the theme today, innovate to elevate. For example, IoTech World Aviation, which was one of the award winners, is elevating agri-sector for our farmers, making drones accessible to the small farmers. Despite all the challenges and crises across the world, India's achievements shine out. They're truly an outlier in the world economic situation. Whether it's our space power, Chandrayaan-3, our achievements, whether it's the winning of awards at the Oscars, our successful achievements at the G20, which we hosted very successfully, are becoming the world's fastest growing large economy. We are also focusing very significantly on Nari Shakti, our women's empowerment, replacing the colonial mindset and shedding the last vestiges of colonial mindset so that we can engage with the world with a modern outlook, with an Indian outlook. And friends, every which way you see, every which place you see, be it sports, be it the contribution of our farmers, be it the changes and growth of our education and healthcare systems, be it our welfare measures, taking the basic needs of every family across the country, be it our effort to connect the country with modern technology, with digital connectivity, with flurry of highways and roadways and rail connectivity, doubling the airports in the country, doubling the port capacity, adding 114 new inland waterways. All of this collectively showcasing to the world a new India which is going to offer opportunities for our startups, invite investments both nationally and internationally. The world today wants to engage with India. They want to have free trade agreements, economic partnerships, expand their trade with India, because they clearly can see India emerging not only just as a large economy, but also a trusted economy, an economy which is friends to all the different countries of the world. As I see the country going forward, I see a country of young entrepreneurs. I see a country of innovation, research and development driven growth. I see a country that is going to reach out to the last man at the bottom of the pyramid and make sure he rises in life. I see an India, a young India. I see the leaders of tomorrow sitting before me, working with new innovative ideas. Our startup ecosystem, which had barely 100 startups 10 years ago, sporting 115,000 registered startups. I don't even know how many more out there have not even come into our ecosystem as yet. I see a country aspiring for big ideas and big future for the country, for their businesses, for their families. Friends, let us embrace and celebrate startups. Let us embrace new technologies. Let us go out there in the world, engage with the international companies, partner with them, compete with them, collaborate with them. It's our time. Our time has come. And let's not lose out on the opportunities before us. I would urge each one of you, the leaders of tomorrow, think big, have big, hairy, audacious goals. Let's run, bhago, because that's the future of India. As Swami Vivekananda's birthday we are celebrating today said, arise, awake, stop not until the goal is reached. My best wishes to the leaders of tomorrow. Congratulations to all the award winners. For those who did not win today, let's aspire and work harder for the future, because every award is an opportunity to celebrate success, celebrate achievement, but also motivate the rest of our peers and friends so that they can be the award winners of tomorrow. Congratulations to all of you, and my compliments to ET Now for such an innovative idea, sustained for 11 years now, and for recognizing the unsung heroes. I'm truly delighted to award new friends, new entrepreneurs, the leaders of tomorrow. Thank you.
With that, it's a wrap on part 1 of our special awards edition. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.